Hi, everybody. It's Carl Hovelson here. I know this is kind of short notice, but I thought I would do a Four Corners type training, kind of an accelerated training for a lot of you that are looking to, create some Christmas cash, create some cash to start off the new year with in a little bit faster time than we would normally be doing it. So welcome, Floyd. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go over the comp plan and how you can actually accelerate it at a little bit faster pace than you would normally do any kind of program. Because it's an $18 program, it will be a little bit easier for you to make the sale because it's a one-time. It's $18. That's more affordable for most people online today. So I'm going to go over some scenarios here today that'll give you kind of an idea of some options that you'll have and how fast and how the money pays out and how it covers everything and so forth. Because we've been in this thing now, I think we're going on about 16, 17 days now. Our team is now over the 100 member mark, which is quite amazing considering the sponsor that I had and his upline. They've been in for a few months and only had like 10 or 15 people. And then, of course, we came in and just absolutely exploded their downline. And the reason I went this way as well is because I could have gone with anybody in this program. I could have gone with some leaders in this program, but it's not all about the leaders. Okay, it's never about the leaders. It's always about the team. Okay, and this is what I'm all about. This is what the people and the leaders that I've brought into here is all about. It's all about making the members money. Okay, because we all know that leaders can get involved in businesses and make a lot of money. And the unfortunate part in most businesses is all the people who are new to marketing or not so good at marketing, they're the ones that struggle and suffer, okay? And, I'm on a mission like many other leaders that are with me in this particular team build. We're trying to make a difference in this industry. So what I'm going to share with you today is some techniques that you can use and that a lot of leaders use to put a lot of money in their pocket. And I'm going to show you how you can do it with a very minimal cost. Okay, because we always talk about, how do we find people? Do we buy leads? How much do our monthly budget have to be and stuff like that? I'm going to show you some pretty phenomenal things here today that could literally bring your business from where it is right now to $6,000 to $10,000 a month in 60 days or less. Okay, I'm not kidding you. Okay, I've been there. I've personally experienced things like this in the past, or some of the other leaders who brought it in here. But again, it's not about us. It's about showing you how you can do what we know how to do. Okay, we're sharing our knowledge with you, and that's why I came on here today. Florian, who's on here with me, has been with me in another program. He's a dedicated marketer, focused at it, has not had a whole lot of success up to this point, but we're going to change that for not only him, but anybody else who's in our team. So I'm unable to see anybody who's texting in. So those of you that got my notification that I was doing this hangout today, feel free to text me and Skype if you have any questions. Also, in the few Skype groups that are out there, I have posted the panel link. So jump on. Let's get together. Let's build this thing together. It's not about the leaders. It's about us. It's about all of us together building this team. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through and I'm going to talk about the program. So I'm going to share my screen here. I've put together kind of like a week 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and then 5, 6, 7, and 8. I've done like a 60-day plan. This can be done in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, or less. Okay. Now, it's very remarkable because it's not a lot of people you need on a team to make this phenomenal money. And the beautiful part is that if you do it correctly, you could get into a lot of money very, very quickly. So let me go through a few things here. I'm hoping you can see my screen here. If you can see my screen and you're on this thing, can you text in the CLB Four Corners Alliance room or something with a Y or something if you can see what's going on, or else in the Four Corners TGI team build room, if you could just type a Y in, let me know on Skype to see if you can actually see what's going on here. That will help me know that you guys can actually see my screen. I'm hoping you can. Florian has disappeared, so I'm not sure where Florian is right now. So anyways, let me go over this, okay? Week 1 and 2. This program is a 4x6 matrix. However, it works differently than what you would consider a normal 4x3 matrix, okay? Now, spillover does occur in here, but it doesn't occur in the way that you might think it occurs, okay? Because the way it's designed, each product in the program is purchased on each level. So the first level, you will purchase the product for $10, okay? So out of the $18 that you spent to join the program, the one-time $18, $10 of that immediately goes and purchases your first level product, which is level 1. Okay, you will make 4 sales off of that level. Okay, 4 sales at $18 a piece. Okay, or subscriptions, or however you want to call it. And you'll have a total profit of $16. Now, out of that $16 you make, $10 will be taken from that and then put into the second level product. It'll go to buy the second level product again for $10. Okay. So now at the second level, which you can see right here, the second level right here, let me just, I'll play around with some of the diagrams here so you can see. Okay, so the second level right here, okay, there's 16 positions that are on here for you on that level. Okay, now on those 16 positions, you're going to make $4 each. That's a total of $64. Okay, so out of that $64, so you got $64 plus, I actually got 4 here, it's actually 6. Not 4. So it's a total of $70. Now, out of that $70, okay, $25 is going to be taken to pay into your level 3. Okay, so the level 3 commissions, which has a total of 64 people on there, you're going to have, out of that $25, you're going to be paid $10 a person on that level 3 for a total of $640. So let's go back to the level 2, how that's all going to work on how everything's going to be paid, because this is how I've seen it happen with me in the program, okay? So out of that $64, it's taken $25 to pay for my level 3, so now I become level 3 qualified. I can be paid through levels 1, 2, and 3 now, okay? It's also going to take a $29.95 subscription payment. That'll start your monthly subscription, which starts creating you monthly residuals of $1 per person per level in your 4x6 matrix. Okay, so there's actually 2 ways that the 4x6 matrix pays. On the front end, it pays based on personal referrals. On the back end, which would be the subscription side, it will pay $1 per person who is subscribed to the system on all levels from 4 to or from levels 1 to 6. Okay, actually 1 to 7 is how it's set up. So so right now at the level 2, you would actually have $13 in pure profit to you. Okay, you've already paid for level 1, level 2, level 3, and your subscription. So everything now from those first 3 levels are now pure profit to you coming in. Now, here's how it works, just in case some of you might be a little confused as to how do all these commissions get paid, okay? So let's cover that right now. So here is, let's say this is you right here, okay? And you go out and you refer this person, and then you go and refer this person, and then you refer this person, and then you refer this person, okay? What's going to happen is you're going to make $4 on each one of these referrals. Okay, Now, the other great thing is that anybody that these 4 referrals refer, you will also make $4 on the first level. You'll make $4 on the second level, and you'll make $10 on the third level, and so forth down as they qualify for those levels. So they have to go through this total process here of qualifying on their first level to get their re-entry, their entry paid into the second level, and then each member has to do that. And as they become qualified to those levels, that's when you'll be paid the amount of money on that level. So so far, again, on Skype in those rooms, if you understand what I'm doing, can you put a Y in the room so I can understand that you've heard me? Okay, I'm hoping that you're all seeing this and all understanding this. Okay, so now here are some of the scenarios that you have. We all know that you can go out through social media like Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Pinterest and Stumbled Upon and pretty much any kind of social network out there and talk to people about the $18 program. You know, Janet Laguerre has a site that's put up that has all of the options in there. The TGI team has that in the back office as well of what you can post to attract people to your offer, okay? Now, they also have another offer, another option, I should say, in the back office. And, you know, this works, and it can work very, very well to your favor as long as everybody complies with it, okay? And that's the pay it forward option, okay? Now, I'm going to be very cautious about talking about this because in most cases, pay it forward doesn't work because people will not follow the process that needs to be followed. So, sorry, I need to take a drink. So here's what I recommend to my team, and this is what I feel that you should recommend to your team. If you're going to use the pay it forward option, this will actually accelerate your business at Mach speed. I mean, you could fill levels 1 to 3 fairly quickly if everybody complies, okay? So this is how I work the pay it forward on my end, and this is a way that you can work it on your end, okay? If you have somebody that wants to come into this program and is willing to go to work on this program, here's the option I offer. I tell them that, you know, in your first week, if you're serious about creating yourself $5,000 to $10,000 a month in the first 90 days, this is what you need to do. You need to go and you need to talk to 4 people who will actually come in and work the business with you. So you will refer 4 people at $18, okay? You don't stop until you get those 4. Option number 2 is what I'm telling my team is this. Come into the business, and then you can use the pay it forward option to pay for 4 people to come into your business. However, those 4 people need to comply with exactly what I'm telling you to do right now. So you don't pay anybody to come in who is not willing to go out and pay for 4 others. So in other words, you're not going to pay $18 to come into this program. It'll be a total of $90. So it'll be $18 for yourself and 4 people at $18, which is a total of $90. That's option number 2. Whether you want to take that or not, that's totally up to you. But if you have 4 people that are going to do that, those 4 people go out and do the same darn thing to their 4 people, you will fill level 1 and 2 very, very quickly in as little as probably 5 to 7 days, okay? That will put over $640 into your pocket, paying you now down to all levels, so you will be completely paid. Anything after that is complete profit in your pocket, okay? Other than the monthly $25.95, which actually calculates very, very quickly at that point. Now, you don't stop doing this, okay? So week 1 and 2, you'll do your referrals, your 4 referrals, and those people will go out and do theirs. Weeks 3 and 4, you will go out and you will do 4 more referrals again, okay? Whether you're paying them in or whether you're getting them to do it on their own, and use either options 1 or 2. Okay, now this is the way that top marketers out there utilize these kind of strategies to build themselves into 5 and 6 figure earners a year. Okay, it is not hard to do that. It is not impossible to do that. I don't care what anybody tells you. If you follow the right rules, regulations, and the strategies and techniques that are given to you, okay, with those options, there are people hungry enough out there that will follow you, will comply with you, and build with you. Okay? Now, we can go into weeks 5, 6, 7, and 8, but now we're getting into numbers that you will probably think are not achievable. And I will tell you this, that myself and the leaders that I have brought into this, Janet Laguerre being one of them, we have achieved 6 figures in a year. Okay? That is not hard to achieve, believe it or not. It is actually harder to achieve that in a normal brick and mortar job, okay, than ever being able to do it on the internet. The internet is absolutely amazing if you actually want to do it, okay? And this is the one thing that, you know, we stress as leaders so much, and that's why we're on your case all the time, okay? It's not that we think you're lazy. It's not that we think you can't do it. It's that you don't have, maybe you don't have the focus that is required to get you to where you want to be. And that's why we jump in and we try to refocus you, or what I call mind cleanse, okay? You know, every Sunday, I take time out to do what I call a mind cleanse. And a mind cleanse to me is where I'm able to go in and flush out all the garbage that went through my head during the past week. And all I'm doing is I'm basically re-triggering, okay, a restart for the following week. And I've got in a process of doing that every Sunday. So when I come into the week, I'm completely fresh. I'm completely ready to follow the strategies that I put in place the week before without any outside interference. And when I'm talking about outside interference, I'm talking about all the extra posts that you see on your Facebook or in your social media that's telling you that this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, not that, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Four Corners is a program that I personally passed up on at least a dozen times in the last 8 months. Okay? At least that. And I flushed it aside, just like most other people have, saying, how the heck can an $18 program, one-time payment, create the income that it does? Well, it was the brilliance of the gentleman who invented this program. You know, I've never seen anybody who actually could put together something as genius as this. You know, 5 years ago, I used to help companies build comp plans, and I put something kind of similar to this to better. They made this absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the model that I built, they actually blew that away, but it was very similar to what this was. They just enhanced it and made it a lot better. And I'm going to say stupid enough not to look at it seriously the very first time it was shown to me. Okay? I had that ego that got in the way that said, you know what? These guys don't know what they're talking about. There's no way you can make any money with an $18 program. Okay? Many of you might have thought the same thing. I know there's many people out there that, you know, I agree with you because I did the same damn thing. This is just what happens sometimes when big egos get in the way. Okay? And I want to admit it. Mine got in the way. I'm not scared to admit that at all. And, you know, this is why I guess that I'm in this program now. I've dissected it. I understand how it's designed, but it's designed for those that actually will go out there and do some work. Okay? This is not a program that you sit back and wait for spillover. It doesn't work like that in this particular case. Okay? The spillover does happen in the matrix where you get paid on those that are qualified with a subscription, but the spillover that happens in here only happens if you're out there to actually build. Like if you want to get to the lower levels, it'll happen to you and you'll get paid on the first few levels, because some of you will see, like work with like Janet and a few others that I have in my downline. You know, when Janet has put people in, it's fallen below and you've gotten paid your $4, it's filled into the level there. The only problem is that you will gain from that, but you will never gain from a match. And the match is where everything changes. That's the game changer in here. So anybody you refer that goes out and refers, you actually, every time they make money, you make money, okay? If it's a spillover that comes over, that does not happen. That's just a one-time thing that you make, and that's it, okay? And until you get enough spillover to pay for your subscription, you won't even make money on the other 4x6 subscription matrix. So I'm looking at this. It's an $18 one-time issue here, okay? It's not $130 a month. It's not $200 a month. It's not $50 a month. It's an $18 one-time that creates an incredible income that's here. Anybody you know, anybody I know on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that can afford $18. And if they say they can't, they're not being truthful with you. Okay? Let me let that straight too. If they're saying no to you, it's because the skepticism is getting the better of them. Okay? They've probably been in programs that they've lost money because no one has actually shown them what they needed to do. That's a big problem in our industry. We know that, okay? This is why I decided to do what I did today with this here, because I needed to make sure that everybody in my team, okay, knows the ins and outs of this program and how it works and the breakdown. You know, when we look at the level 3, okay, that has 64 people that is paying $10 a person for a total of 640. When that total level is completely filled and you've made your 640, every level from 1 to 6 is already paid for. You are now active and paid on all those levels. So anytime any one of your personal referrals advances to a level, you are now being paid the money on that level that they are advanced to. And how you tell on the levels is on their ID. Their ID will change from a 1 to a 2. And when it hits 3, that's when this icon will start to change to a green color. That means that they have now paid their $29.95 subscription, okay? And then this will change to a 4, to a 5, to a 6, okay? Notifying you that that you qualify on anybody in their organization that goes and comes in at levels 1 to 6. You get paid either $4, $10, $24, $60, or $120. Okay? That is where the phenomenal part starts coming in. And if they're personals of yours and they're all the way down to there, that means anybody that comes on there, you get a matching bonus. Anytime they make 60, you make 60. Anytime they make 120, you make 120. Okay? This is an absolute incredible opportunity. Okay, I got one guy who wants to come on the panel here, so just give me a second to give him the link here. It's Don Hamilton. Okay, and I'm going to give Don the link to come onto the panel here. Okay, Don just sent you the link. Let me see. Is there any other comments up there? None yet. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing the screen for right now. Okay, we're going to go back and we're going to talk a little bit here. Okay, so yeah, I'm back to my ugly mug. So you're back seeing that. And I just want you to know that all of you that are listening in here, I'm available to you in Four Corners for you to pick my brain. I work closely with Janet Legere in this. You know, I sponsored Janet into this program. We work very, very close together. It's actually the first time ever. Janet and I have been working together, and we are determined to make sure that every single one of you that have come on board with us start making some money with this. So we're going to do everything we possibly can. Janet has a rotator system going. I'm doing something a little bit slightly different. But we're going to be here to help you and guide you along the way. Do 4-way calls, do 3-way calls, do 2-way calls, whatever it is. You know, I believe that this is probably one of the most powerful programs that I've been involved in the last 5 years. It's because it's a very doable compensation plan. Okay, and this is why I'm really excited about working with everybody in this one here. You know, the whole thing started was when one of my teammates came to me, and we were in a much higher end program, and they came to me and they said, look, I'm not sure I can afford to keep going in this one here because it has such a high monthly cost. Can you find us anything that could make us substantial money, but you know, at a very nominal price to either a monthly, very low monthly, or a one-time or something? So I went out and I found this program. Okay, and believe it or not, it was actually one of my downline that told me he had to leave my other program because he just couldn't afford it, and he went into this one here, and it was one that, again, that I'd been pitched on, you know, 10, 12, 14 times, whatever, that I said no to. And Ivan, his name is Ivan Zitek, and I called Ivan up and I said, look, Ivan, I says, give me your link, okay? I want to see what this thing is. So I went in and I looked at it and I thought, oh my goodness, I can't believe that this program pays this much money for a single $18 commitment to it. And the funny thing is, I personally believe it pays way better than the high ticket program that I'm in. And that's the funny part. Okay, Don is on here. Don Hamilton has just joined me here, and Don is in with me in this other program. Okay, he knows what I'm talking about. It's a higher ticket program, but he's also seen this. He's joined me here in Four Corners and joined our team in Four Corners, and he sees exactly the same thing. He sees that, you know what, this is an achievable program that anybody can do at the price point. I mean, $18 is literally a lunch for most people once a week or whatever that is. And this is like a one-time offering that's there. So, Don, I don't know if you've been watching since the beginning, but you saw what I shared, hopefully, on the screen there. Do you want to, you know, give some comments on that? I can't hear you. Still don't have any sound. Check your connection again, bud. Oh, hang on, talk.
How's that?
I gotcha. You're there. You're there.
Okay, good. Yeah, well, Carl, you know I joined this program about, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, whatever day you notified me, and it's like a lot of things, I just kind of let it sit there, partly because I didn't know anything about it, and I didn't take the time to learn, because I think I was like you were a few months ago. $18, well, you know, that's cool. What are you going to get? $4, $5, $10 a month? I don't know. I didn't see the numbers in there at all. Today is actually the first time I've ever seen a full presentation, and boy, it's almost scary, the money that's available there. I mean, and you're saying like the $18 anybody can afford. That's exactly right. I mean, even the $90 pay it forward, I can see that you could, if you don't have the continuing chain on that, whoever breaks that chain, I mean, it would be broken, or you'd have to pay another 18, I guess, somewhere in there. But that's yeah, this is an exciting program. I've kind of stalled on the other one like a lot of people have, and I don't know exactly why, but for whatever reason, I'm finding this one is really fun to look at, especially on a wet, rainy Saturday afternoon. So thanks for inviting me on.
And you're right. And you know what the thing is that everybody that I've talked to, like, you know, I've been seeing the excitement in my team room. I've seen the excitement in Janet's room. And you know what? This is the first time I've actually seen people having fun in a network marketing opportunity. You know, the TGI has a Facebook group, right? That you go into it, and it's the first time I've seen absolute positivity in any group I've ever been in. And you know what? That is enlightening to see. Okay?
Yeah.
You know, when I was talking about the $90, I mean, you know, not everybody can afford that. I mean, I'm just saying for those that wanted to do that, literally, you know, if everybody followed suit, you know, 4 people that you introduce immediately paid it forward for 4 people, and then those 16 people paid it forward to 4 people. Okay, we're only talking 4 people at a time, right? That generates, you know, close to $700 and has you paid entirely throughout the whole system. So at that point, anything else coming in is complete gravy in your pocket. It's absolute money in your pocket, nothing else being paid out other than the $29.95 that they're going to take for your next month's subscription. And that'll happen like very fast. You know, within 4 to 6 people, done. It's over. Okay? And now anything coming in is ready for withdrawal. And you know, it's funny because I know guys that have been in this thing for 8 or 9 months that have taken out over $50,000 in this program. And I go, how the heck do you do that on 18 bucks? Well, I've just shown you.
Yep.
It's, you know, most people don't believe they can even make $5,000 a month because they've been in programs or been on the internet for 5 or 6 years and are barely making $500 to $1,000 a year in anything that they're doing. So, you know, most are skeptical that you can make this kind of money a month. You know, I've experienced it. You know, Janet's experienced it, and many of the other people. I've experienced a $10,000, $20,000, and $30,000 a month on the internet. I know it's achievable, and I know it's not as hard as people think. It's when it's all about the guidance. It's all about sharing. You know, not being a I don't know, not being a jerk, and not sharing any of the techniques. See, I'm not scared to share any of my techniques out there because I know that the majority of people that I share my stuff with may not take action on it because their skepticism is too high. You know, but the moment somebody in their downline that they maybe did takes advantage of what I've shown them, or Janet's shown them, or one of the leaders has shown them, and ran with it, and all of a sudden started making money, that person's idea changes. Just like Ivan, okay? I'm actually really excited for Ivan because Ivan has never made money. He's only lost money online, okay? And this is a guy who was in my downline, tried very hard to work that other business, and just couldn't do it. You know, it was too technical. The internet is just a little bit too technical for him, right? So I decided to join him. I wanted to give him a helping hand, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not one of these guys that needs to go and join some big leader or whatever, although I am in one of the big leaders downline. I know who the leader is, Bo Bridgewater and Clay Montgomery. I know them both. Okay, I am in their downline, but I did not join directly with them. Okay, I don't need to. Those guys make a lot of money already. I don't need to do that. I'm out to help people. Ivan's life is going to change now in the next few months. You know, his wallet's going to change. His entire financial future is going to change and everything. In just 17 days, we've put 100 people in his downline, and he's made matching bonuses off of everything I've made. I mean, the guy's making money. He's the happiest camper in the world, you know? And guess what? His sponsor's making money because he sponsored me, right? And she's getting matches. She's getting matches off of everything I do, right? And this is what it's all about. You know, we're all in business to make money, okay? That's a given. You know, I'm in this business to make money just like you are and Janet and everybody else in our downline. But it serves no purpose if we're the only ones, okay? That's been my biggest complaint and concern in this industry for the longest time, is that I can get into a business and make money every time I go. And Janet can, and any other big leaders can. The problem has always been the ordinary marketer. Why the heck can't they make money, okay? This is the game changer. And whether people understand that or people listen or not, they're going to figure it out, okay? Because $18, the way that these guys designed this is absolute genius, okay? That pays you through to everything and allows you to collect commissions on each of the levels as those members progress.
Yeah.
So it's not like, and here's something I need to bring out to everybody here. I won't bring up the table unless I actually need to, but here's how it works, okay? You know, as people spill over into the downline, okay, you can make money, $4 on everybody. It could go down 8 levels and you'll only make $4. You have to sponsor in order to accelerate. You have to move through the levels, okay? Once you've paid for that level, and then those people have paid, those people below you have paid for that level, that's when you start getting paid that money. So if you sponsored, say, 20 people, okay? So that's the first level and the second level. And your 21st person comes in and they fall on the third level. You don't get paid $10 on that person. You still get paid $4 on that person. It's when those people have sponsored or had spillover enough to create money that has paid them to that level is when you start getting paid at that level. This is something I need everyone to understand. So if you've got people falling on level 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and you're wondering, well, why didn't I get paid $60? Why didn't I get paid $120? Why didn't I get paid 24 or 10? It's because those particular people are not paid to that level. You only get paid on them when they achieve the level, okay? So that's very, very important. That's why there's a front end 4x6 and a back end 4x6. It's actually 4x7 on the back end. So the 4x6 works, you get paid as you achieve the level, okay? That's when your upline gets paid, and that's when you get paid. When your downline starts achieving the level, so Don, when you finally get paid on level 3, right, you pay your $25 into level 3, that's when I'm going to make $10, okay? When you get to level 4 and you pay into level 4, that's when I'm going to get paid $24, okay?
Now,
so,
can I ask you a question here?
Sure.
If I'm on level 2 heading toward level 3, but let's say in my level 2, instead of having, let's see, to be complete, I'd have to have what, 64 people?
Yeah.
Level 2? So if I only have 60 people, do I move to level 3?
Oh, you'll be on level 3, because see what happens here. Let me bring up the chart again, okay? And I'll explain that, because this is where I think some people get confused. Hang on, I gotta click on here. Okay. Okay, you can see it, right?
Not yet. I got a black screen. There we go. Yep.
Okay, it's up. Okay, so here's what happens, and this is what's really cool on the progression, okay? So on the first level, when 4 people go in there, you're going to make 16. Now, you know what? You could have only 2 people in here, and you could have like 20 people on level, or sorry, say 10 people on level 2 and 26 people on level 3. So I got people down to level 7, okay? But not all my levels are filled. But I get paid $4 on all these people. So the $4 adds up. As it starts calculating in your back office, okay, as it starts calculating there, and I don't know if I can bring up my back, well, as it starts calculating, it starts paying for your levels. So if you have 4 people on your level 1, that's $16, it immediately takes $10 and pays for level 2. Now, you could have 2 people on level 1 and 7 people on level 2, and once it has accumulated $10, okay, so let's say it's 2 on level, let's see if we can calculate that. 2 on level 1, that's $8, and then let's say a third one comes in on level 2, okay, so that's $12. It'll immediately take $10 out of that $12 and pay you into level 2. So whenever $10 accumulates, or whenever the amount accumulates for the next level, the system automatically takes it from your commissions and pays it into the next level.
So it's not based on people as much as it is on dollar.
It's based on the income that you're generating from however the bill goes. The bill can be erratic, right?
Yep.
So let me, you know what? I'll just share mine. I'm not scared to share it. So I'll see if I can share mine here. You guys can still see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just go to the genealogy viewer. Okay. I'm just logging back in. You can see my screen logging in?
Well, I'm still seeing your presentation, week one, all your levels.
Okay, so let me go, and I gotta probably screen share. Okay, so let me.
Now we see you.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay, now do you see my back office?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so up here you've got an available balance. See, like mine's at $34 here right now. But what has happened is I'm already paid to 4 levels already. I've paid my subscription. I've paid down to 4 levels. So as my group was growing in here, see how it was growing in here? As my
Right.
team was growing in here, okay, it calculates the money. I'm getting the matching bonuses, so they're coming up. So it's going up, and it's calculating here. And as I get to each level, okay, and the levels are, $10 for the first level, $10 for the second, $25 for the third, $60 for the fourth. So out of my commissions, it's already paid $10 for the first, $10 for the second, $25 for the third, and $60 for the fourth. Okay? Now,
Yep.
on top of that, okay, it's also paid my subscription. So I've paid literally $85, $95, $105 plus $30 for my subscription, which is $120, plus I've already bought my direct pay card so I can get paid. That was another $30. Okay, all that's been paid out of my commissions, not out of my pocket.
Right.
Okay, so what happens is anybody could come in, like, for instance here, as an example, okay, let's use this one here. This person comes in, puts in 2 people here, and all of a sudden this person starts putting in people here, and then this person starts putting in. So they're making matching coded bonuses of $4 for all these people. It's going to add up, and once it hits $10, it then pays to level 2. Then when it adds up again, it pays to level, once $25 is in there in commissions, takes it out, pays to level 3. Okay, then when more people come in and it creates $60, it then goes and pays and puts them to level 4. Okay, it starts taking money out to pay for your commission, for your subscription, and this is another 4x7 that pays you $1 a person down to 7 levels. Okay, that's just extra monthly subscription income that comes in over and above all of the stuff I've just shared with the actual commission breakdown. Okay, does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. And this is what has me excited about this. I mean, I don't get excited too easy over programs, but I'm actually very excited about this because the potential growth for everybody in this is explosive. I mean, when I talk about making $5,000 to $10,000 a month in 90 days with this program, I'm not kidding you. I mean, this is very, very achievable. By February 1st, between the 1st and the 15th of February, even by Valentine's Day, hey, buddy, you know what, Florian, you just had a baby, you just got married and everything. Imagine, packing in $78,000 into your bank account by then. I mean, just how happy would your wife be, right? Don, same thing for you. What would an extra $7,000 to $8,000 in your bank account in 30 to 60 days mean?
It'd be nice.
Well, of course it would be. And the thing is that it's achievable, okay? It's just a matter of whether you want to grow your business at a snail's pace or whether you want to put on the nitro and get going. This is a program that can easily make you $500,000 or more in your first year. And the funny part is that it will take, anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 people to do that. Now, some people think 2,000 to 4,000 people, I can never do that. You can. At $18, following any of the 2 options I gave you can put you there in 90 days. I know, I've done it. Okay, I've done that before, actually 3 times before. I've put over 5,000 people in a matrix in 90 days. Okay, it's not hard to do. You just have to have a plan of action in place and you need to execute. That's all that it is. Okay, Florian, do you have any questions?
Actually, I wanted to say something because can you hear me?
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, to all the skeptical people on this call, all people who think that it's not achievable. I just think there are people who earn millions of dollars in this industry, and if they can do it, I can do it. I just have to learn what they know and do what they do. Is that right?
Is that simple?
That's exactly what it is. You know, Florian, I used to be that typical marketer that was out there trying different things, trying to make money. I struggled for the first 15 years of my 34 years in this industry, probably about 20 years, okay, trying to make money. Probably lost more money than I ever made. And to be actually honest with everyone, the money that I've made to date has been made in about the last 5 to 7 years, okay? It's taken me that long to figure out this industry, okay? Just because I've been in the industry 34 years doesn't mean I'm a multimillionaire, okay? I've made a lot of money in the last 5 to 7 years. I haven't made $1 million in this industry. I haven't made $500,000. I'm in between, okay? So, you know, I've had my success, but it's taken me, I've had to learn. I've had a lot of mentors, you know, I still have mentors today that I listen to. I'm in a mentorship program. You know, we're all in that one, as a matter of fact. I'm in that, and I learn from these guys on a daily basis. But, you know, I'm also working with others. Like I'm working with a legend in this. I'm working, you know, with Janet Legere in here. I mean, she's a legend in this industry. She's been in this industry probably as long as I have, if not longer. You know, she's been a little bit more successful than I am. Okay, but to me, in my personal opinion, I've been very successful in here. I may not have made the money that these people have made, but I've made a lot of great friendships and built a lot of great relationships with people. I've learned how to train people and bring them and keep them focused. And to me, that's probably one of the hardest things that anybody can do. And I think I do a pretty good job of that. And that's why I'm stepping up to the plate here. And, you know, I want to make every single person that comes in connection with any one of us in this team here that we get to that $5,000 to $10,000 a month in 90 days. There's absolutely no reason why we can't get there. Some will, some won't, but we'll keep working with them until they get there, okay? Because some of them are going to work at the pace that they're comfortable with. Others are going to go at hyperspeed, like myself and many others. You know, when I go at something, I go hard, and I go, and that allows me and gives me more leverage to actually help more people in my downline. You know, the faster I'm a success, the more leverage I have in that field. Okay, and it's the same thing with yourselves. The faster you have success, the more leverage you have. You know, here I am running a hangout, okay, doing a training and stuff like that. 17 days I've been in this program, and I've made more money and built a larger team than probably 80% that have been in this business already. And we've been in here only 17 days, okay? Imagine the size that we're going to be in 30 days from now. We'll be in the thousands, okay? We will be in the thousands in this team, because I'm darn determined to blow this thing right up. I will go right till this thing is filled. I love the size of this matrix. It's not big, okay? And that's the real cool thing. It's 5,000, about 5,600 people, okay? That is not a lot of people. That may sound like a tremendous amount to all of you there. That's a needle in a haystack, okay? To people that, and we've got great leaders in here. You know, Janet Legere, I'm so happy I'm working with her. I got Tracy Jameson I'm working with, and I got a few others that have come in and joined our team too. You know, Vadim from Russia. I've got a lot of other people that have come in here. We're going to absolutely explode this thing, and we're going to make a lot of people a lot of money, okay? And it's the way it's designed, because we will create spillover. Spillover will create money, will help you advance the levels, will help advance your credibility in here. Because when you're making money, people listen, okay? Yeah. They absolutely listen. You don't have to be making a lot of money. You know, Don, you know, you haven't made a whole lot of money, but you've made money in here. right?
Yeah.
You haven't sponsored anybody, and you've already made money. You're down to level 2 already, right?
I think I'm still at 1, but anyway, yeah.
No, you filled your first level, but you're paid the level 2, I believe. I'm just going to double check that. I think you are. And this is what I'm talking about. You know, ones that are trying to get going. Yeah, you're at level 2. You're paid to level 2, so you can make money on levels 1 and 2 now, Don. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and that means any of the people that are sponsored underneath you, you will start making matching, that fell below, you'll start making matching bonuses and all that, all those. Okay. So it's a very, very cool program. You know, I'm here to support everyone that wants my support. Everybody has my Skype. They can phone me at home. You're part of my team. It's my job to make sure that all of you get on the right track and start making things happen. Okay? And this is why I did this call today. I wanted you to have a full understanding of how the breakdown goes, so you know how the levels get paid for. And it all comes out of commissions. It's absolutely genius how these guys did this. I love it so much.
Do you present it to people as either a $18 or a $90 program?
I haven't yet, but I will be. I will be. Yeah. You know, because I've been thinking about this the last 24 hours. I went through and looking at all the different calculations, and some people will do that. Okay. But again, my caution is. Okay, my caution is this: don't just pay for anyone to come in. You want people who are going to reciprocate and do exactly what you did. Otherwise, you're wasting your money on these people. Okay,
you've been there, haven't you? You've been there.
I love my money. I know you guys love your money, and anybody listening to this loves their money. Don't waste your money on somebody who's not going to do anything. Because you could find 4 people in a handshake, okay, that they'll say, yeah, sure, pay me in. But if they're not going to reciprocate, then you just wasted that money. Don't waste your money. Only do it to people who are actually going to go out and do the same thing, okay? And this is how I caution you, okay? $18 can make you a fortune. But unless you believe it can do that, and they believe it can do that, don't do it. Okay? Yeah. And that's the one thing I seriously caution you on. You know, one of the best ways I would think to sell this program, because they actually have some pretty good products in the back office. It's all financial self-help type products that are in there. You know, how to start a business, how to invest in real estate, you know, how to do loan reduction, that kind of stuff. It's all personal financial help that's in the back office there, and everybody can use that. Okay, me included. Okay, so a lot of us don't take that stuff seriously enough until we're in a big jam and it comes back to bite us. Okay, and that information is there, and it's current information too. It's not some old ebooks that sat on a shelf for 100 years. It's all currently written new stuff that's there. So that's the one thing that I really like about what they have. So what I tell people is, look, I go, you know what? I'm looking for people who are interested in looking at a business venture. Okay, it's a phenomenal $18 investment. I don't know what you think about that. You know, I don't know if you can afford $18, but it's all one time. You're going to get some fantastic products. You're going to be buying an 18 subscription to this thing for one time. You're going to get all these financially personal financial books here that'll help you in every kind of facet of your financial problems. You know, or you can even help some people along if you want to build this as a business. I'll show you how to do that, where you can help a lot of people at one time get out of financial messes. And believe me, people today are in a lot of financial mess. Okay, it's hitting everybody. You know, even in the network marketing industry, and I'll be quite honest with you, when at the beginning of this year, I was a financial disaster. I came out of a program that completely destroyed me. You know, I was at the beginning of the year, I was close to financial bankruptcy. I clawed my way out and avoided it. Okay, it happens to everybody. Okay, I had one really bad year last year. You know, I think I made $8,000 last year. Okay, the year before that was around the same amount of money. The year before that, I made 90,000 or something like that, right? But sometimes, you know, you can have some pretty bad years. You get involved with things and things don't work and you're clawing your way out. I'm not scared to admit that. It happens to everybody, you know. You know, and now I'm back up on top again. Okay, so but then that's the motivation I have. I don't quit.
Yeah.
And this is what the problem is with most people. They throw in the towel way too easy. And we don't, you know, this is an $18 program that can literally save their financial life. And it's not a hard thing to get out of any situation you're in right now. If you're having financial problems or whatever, this is one way to get the heck out of that very, very quickly. I just provided an absolute solution here today. This isn't a Band-Aid fix. This is something that will actually work for you and get you out of the hole in 30 days or less if you want to take action at it. And the most it'll cost you is $90. The most. Not a month, just one time.
Yeah,
right?
that's a big deal.
That's the biggest thing. You know, the biggest thing that I find online with people is, the biggest complaint is that the monthly thing is killing them because some of them are on unemployment. A lot of people are on unemployment. They're ready to lose their homes and everything else. And $90 or $18 or whatever it is a lot of money to them if they got to do that every month.
Right.
Right? You know, a lot of them can afford the one time, but it's the monthly thing that is choking people to death. And you know, this is why I actually came to this program here, because I do have a lot of people that are struggling in the other business to pay their monthly commitment in that business. So they asked me, find me something that can make me some money so I can stay in the program. Otherwise, I have to opt out.
Yep.
You know, it's people are just hurting financially, and you know, a $50 a month or $100 a month or an $80 a month, whatever it is just something that they can't put into the budget. But they can do a one-time thing. If it's a one-time thing, they'll sacrifice it out of the budget this month, knowing that they'll be okay next month because they don't have to worry about that again. Right?
Yep, that's it.
And that's why I brought this in. You know, they have the pay it forward. Sorry, I'm drawing up here. They have the pay it forward option where you can do that. And, you know, if you do it right and you find the right people and don't just put anybody in your business, make sure they're committed. Okay, they're committed to either, you know, going out and referring 4 people, you know, within the first week, or they go and they find 4 who will come in and pay for them. I don't care how they do it. Okay. You know, it's again, it's not about me. It's not about any of the leaders. It's about you. It's all depending on where you want to take it to. Regardless, I'm going to do that over and over and over again. You know, because I want my business to accelerate. I want my team getting down to levels 4, 5, and 6, so I'm getting paid 60, 120 every time somebody signs up somebody. That's what I want to be making. Right?
That's where we're heading.
And that's where we are heading. And I'm telling you, it's not that far away. 2 weeks we've been into this thing here. By the time we get to Christmas time here, the majority of the people in this business should be collecting $24 to $60 a person. Okay? If they decide that they want to take their business to a serious level or not. Okay? You're going to get lots. They're going to sit back and they're going to go, I can't do anything. I can't get anybody to join. And anybody who says that has not talked to anybody. Okay?
Right.
I have to be honest and open honest with everybody. There isn't anybody out there who will turn down $18 one time. It's what it is that they're scared to go out and actually ask somebody or talk to somebody. So sit down with them. Say, look, you know what? This is the financial jam I'm in. Okay? Be honest with people. You know, I found a program here that I think can bail me out of my financial position. I don't know how you are financially. You know, are you okay financially? Or are you looking for some kind of a solution too? If so, why don't we work together? It's $18 one time to get into this. You know, let's go down to the club, or let's go down to the bar, or let's go down to the bowling alley or something to see, you know, if any of the team or any of that is interested in trying to get themselves out. If you're going to church groups, you know, some people are sitting there in church praying for a friggin' miracle.
Yep.
You could be that miracle for them. Okay? This isn't some con job. It isn't anything like that. This is a 100% legitimate business that's been running and working very well, like a well-oiled machine. Okay, it's paying people. I know people making a lot of money in this, and people that have never made money before making $2,000-3,000 already in this program. And $18 is all it costs them to just make a decision and go. So, any other thoughts? Any last thoughts on this, guys?
I don't have a thought. I got a question now. How about the Team Global Impact into the Four Corners? Do we discuss that, or does that just kind of happen, or?
Well, the Team Global Impact is basically our marketing center, and they get that for free, right? This is where they get to come in and register, and they got capture pages. They're beautiful capture pages created for them, okay? Actually, one of the capture pages that's in there, I actually bought the software myself to make capture pages. It's very cool. That would have been the one with the horse running in the background. You see the horses running in the background, the video and stuff like that?
That's beautiful.
Slick.
Capture page.
I'm telling you, that's the way capture pages are going nowadays, and these guys are right on top of technology. I mean, I know these guys. These guys stay right current with everything. So the Team Global Impact group is a very, very big add-on bonus that we have. So I would say yes, let everybody know this is what's happening. We got some of the most beautiful capture pages that you will find online today that are working and converting for us out there. You know, these guys do everything that's out there. It's amazing what these guys are doing. So absolutely, Team Global Impact. That's again, it's run by Barbie Zabel, Clay Montgomery, Bo Bridgewater, and a couple others that I'm not familiar with, but those are the three that I do know.
Now, is there another Facebook for 4C, or is that just the Team Global?
The Team Global is all I know about, and quite frankly, I think that's the only one we actually want to be a part of.
Yeah.
You know, because it's our team that's in there, and it's got. I'm telling you, the presence in there is just it's beautiful. Right? There's no negativity whatsoever in there. Everybody is absolutely 100% positive, and I've never seen a room like that. You know, I'm actually tired of all the whiners and complainers that come into some rooms and start doing that kind of stuff. This room here, it's monitored. Yeah. Well, you know, it happens, and you know, there's nothing you can do about it. And that's just people that just haven't figured things out yet, or they haven't stayed connected well enough to know. You know, we have Skype rooms and stuff like that we get involved in, and you're always going to have the people who just are not following direction, not doing what they need, want to sit back and wait for spillover and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, you know what? That's going to happen in Four Corners too, but they're going to accelerate at a snail's pace, which means that they're going to make very, very little money. And I mean, if they got to go out and save their mortgage or create a car payment or pay their utilities or something like that, then you got to get to work. Okay, $18. No one's going to say no. They just aren't. Okay.
Yep.
And if they do say no, you said something wrong to them. Okay. So Janet has a great page that I can share with everybody that she's put together. If you want, I'm slowly going to try and put something together for this Four Corners as well, but. You know, the TGI back office has pretty much everything we need, okay? And, you know, there's no sense in you know, reinventing the cart or putting the cart before the wheel or anything like that. You know, I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So, any last questions?
No.
Yeah.
Florian has.
Go ahead, Florian.
The question I have is, you say you talked a lot about $18. Nobody will put that down. I believe you. It's true. But let's say I have 2 hours a day. I think it's important to talk about the time a day. 2 hours a day should be enough, right?
2 hours a day is always enough, but here's what I say to this. Okay, I have 24 hours in a day. Okay, 8 of that I use to sleep. Okay, so now we're down to 16 hours a day. I am always somewhere for 16 hours. I'm always somewhere, okay? If I'm at work, then I'm always talking with somebody, okay? You can always share things with people, always, okay? When you're at home, you're a father now, so you have time that you got to spend with your family. Take out whatever that is, 6 hours or whatever it is out of your day to be the family man, and then you've got 2 hours that you put aside at night to do whatever marketing that you're going to do, okay? All it is a matter of managing your time, okay? So, Don is retired, and Don is, there's certain things that Don does every day. Although Don does mingle with people wherever he is, okay? If he's out on his bike riding, if he's at the mall with his wife or whatever, he's always mingling with somebody. I know Don, he talks to people, okay? And, he utilizes the time wherever he is in the spur of the moment, okay? And this is what I say to anybody. I mean, you could be standing in a bank line. You could be standing anywhere. Maybe you're not comfortable doing that. Then you know what? You've got to think of a different way to communicate yourself out. When you go into a store, talking to a store clerk or whatever, maybe you're asking about certain merchandise or whatever. I would always say, is this what you do is this your full-time job, or do you just do this part-time? I always do that. I will always bring up a bit of a conversation. Now, I'm a guy who prints business cards. I have them, okay? That's the tool. That's one of the tools that I use, okay? And Val Smith, a good friend and mentor of mine, had given me a very, very powerful way of using a business card, okay? And here's one thing I'm going to share with everybody. When you're talking to somebody, whatever it is, just quick conversation. Let's say I'm at the store and I'm just paying for some merchandise or whatever, and I'll talk to somebody and I'll say, is this like part-time for you, or are you full-time at this? Are you open to looking at anything? I'm not talking about right now. Here's what I'm going to do, okay? Here's my card, and I'll go to the hand to it, and I'll pull it back and I'll say, wait a second. And I'll write on the back and I'll say, you know what? When you've got time, call me, and coffee's on me, and we'll go for coffee and we'll talk. And I give him back the thing, and on the back I says, so this card now is worth more than just the card. It's worth coffee, maybe coffee and a donut, whatever. Okay? So now it's got some value to it. And I hand it to them. Very, very simple. Okay? So to talk to somebody about an $18 program, would that be worth $1 coffee to you?
Definitely.
It would be. To me, it would be, right? And you just never know where that relationship can go. So that's just one idea, okay? One little idea that I'm going to give out there that I learned this from Val Smith, that, on the back of your card saying, here, this is good for one coffee. Give me a call when you're ready, and let's sit down. We'll have a chat.
Yep.
Very simple, okay? And that puts no pressure on anybody. So you've given it back to them. Now they know they got a card there that's worth $1 to $3 or whatever. It's worth a coffee, and maybe can change their financial life. Who knows? Okay, so there's one little option that's there, and for an $18 program, I can pretty much guarantee you that people are they're gonna call you back, because on my business cards it always it says 4 corners, for $18 one time, work from home and make up to whatever. It is. I took something off the site, so I mean I could share some of those templates with anybody if they want. But I make my own business cards at home. I don't go out and get them printed. Because I sometimes change them up all the time, and for me to go and buy business cards over and over again because I've changed the way I do, I make my own. Okay, so but I just wanted to share that with everyone there. That's just one real easy way to connect with people. It's just a matter of managing your time. So 2 hours a day, if you just want to do it on social media, you have to be very, very targeted, okay? So, I mean, I've got other videos that I've shared on how to attract people there going in, like on Facebook, for instance. You go in where it says find people, places, and things, or whatever. You type up there as an example, people who are interested in make money from home, or I don't know. You can even use hobbies, like, people who like gardening, or people who like cycling, or whatever, that are not my friends and live in whatever your city is, or the nearest big city. Do a search on that and then find them, and don't add friend to them. Message them saying, hey, have you heard about the $18 program? Would you be interested in hearing more? And simple as that. Just that. Or something like, are you interested in earning an extra income? How does $18 one time sound? Let me know. Text me. Something like that. Very, very simple.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Very, very simple. Don't give them a link. Make them come back to you. Make them come back to you. Okay? So they're either going to respond or they're not going to respond. It's that simple. So, anyways, that's about all I had to share on this, unless you guys have any other questions.
No, very good, Carl. That was a good presentation. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good meeting you, Florian. Good meeting you.
Yeah. I had something. I have more than 2 hours a day, but I just said that because, like, if you have 2 hours a day, the thought that I have is getting using it effectively, using the time you have effectively, right?
Yeah, that's what it is, and I share that kind of stuff. Like, I have that daily action plan that I have together, and I mean, that thing can be modified for any particular business. I'll probably modify it for Four Corners, but it's all about what you do with your time. Okay, again, I gave you some options. What I do, everybody has 16 hours a day that they utilize when they're not sleeping. So it's just a matter of figuring out how you're going to utilize that. Look, excuse me, I got the hiccups. You either want to build a business, or it's just a hobby. You have to decide which one it is. Okay? Anybody that wants to get themselves out of a financial mess will figure out how to utilize those 16 hours a day to their advantage. Okay? It really has nothing to do with, I only have 2 hours. Everybody has more than 2 hours a day. Okay? Some people will say, well, that's all that I have. Well, you don't really have that. That's all that you want to use. That's all you want to utilize is 2 hours. And all I can say to you is, whatever you do, make sure you utilize it to the best of your ability. Okay? But anybody who's an entrepreneur or business-minded or anything like that that's trying to build themselves a long-term income will find time within that 16 hours a day that they have, or 14. I don't know if they sleep 8 or 10 hours a day or whatever it is. Okay? In the hours that you're not sleeping, utilize it. Figure out the best to your ability, right? I'm not saying stick on the internet for 8 hours a day. I'd never tell anybody to do that. Okay? I don't even do that. I'm on and off the internet all day. I don't spend all my time here. Okay? But when I go out in public, I'm talking to people. Okay? I make sure that I utilize my time. I do the doll, let's have coffee. Call me when you've got time. Right? People will make time for stuff like that. They'll keep these things. If they know that they're going to get some, coffee's on me next time, give me a call when you have time. People keep those things in their wallet. Because when people go to exit their purse, when they go to exit and they look at a business card, what do? When you pick up a business card out of your wallet, or out of, well, for instance, you guys out of your wallet, what do you do with it? Okay? If you're going to throw it away, what's the first thing you do with it?
Look on both sides.
You look on both sides. You look to see if you wrote anything on the back. See if there's anything of interest that was on it, why you have. Because maybe you got this card a month ago from me and not sure what the heck this was. You go and you look at the back. Oh, coffee. Oh, okay. Maybe I'll call this guy. Right? So that's the one thing everybody does with business cards. They look at the back of them. Right? Some people have double-sided cards. I've never really done that. I've done that once, but I don't really find the value of it. Okay? Unless it's got something that they've written of value on the back, right? So me, I like to have them blank so I can write that saying, hey, next time coffee's on me, give me a call when you have time. That's simple. You know, they throw that in the wallet, and then a month later they pull it out. What the heck is this? Who is this guy? And they turn around. Oh, I remember now, right? Just like that.
Yep.
And probably they put it back in their wallet again for the next time they forget and find out. You know. So I've had people call me 3 months after the fact I've given them a business card. So
sounds great.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. We gave you guys some good ideas today. Hopefully everything has now sunk in about how the pay plan works and just how powerful it actually is. This video will be up live, so you can always use this to send people to that has all that explanation on there too. So that'll be a positive thing too. So thanks guys for coming on and joining me. It was kind of lonely here at the very beginning, but I'm glad you guys came on and joined. Okay, so with that said, have a great afternoon. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the weekend. Take care.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Nice day.